Welcome to Battlesphere, the ultimate arena for legendary showdowns. Here, mythological titans, Marvel icons, DC legends, and epic warriors from diverse civilizations clash in electrifying battles. Join me as we explore the realms of possibility, comparing strengths, skills, and strategies in hypothetical matchups that will leave you on the edge of your seat. So buckle up and let's dive into this thrill of epic confrontations.
The golden towers of Asgard shimmered under the eternal daylight, the skies vibrant with the pulse of celestial magic. Thor, the mighty god of thunder, stood at the edge of the rainbow bridge, gazing into the void between realms. The wind stirred his crimson cape, and Mjolnir, his enchanted hammer, hummed quietly at his side. His brow was furrowed, for he had seen something troubling, a vision granted by Odin All-Father himself. A storm brews beyond the 9 realms. Odin had said, his voice like the rumble of distant thunder. A force older than Midgard, darker than Helheim, rises. You must prepare. Thor had never doubted Odin's visions. Though cryptic at times, they were rarely wrong. And so, the god of thunder waited, eyes scanning the shifting fabric of reality, feeling the prickling tension in the air. Something was coming. He could feel it, far away, across time and space. In the sun-drenched hills of ancient Greece, Hercules wrestled with a beast that had ravaged villages for weeks. The monster, some unholy fusion of lion, serpent, and bear, thrashed in fury as Hercules delivered punishing blows with his massive club. Clad in the impenetrable Nemean lion skin, Hercules fought with the determination of a man protecting his homeland. The battle lasted hours. Blood mixed with dust, roars echoed into mountains, and by sunset, the beast lay defeated. Hercules, muscles sore and body bruised, stood victorious. Villagers cheered, offering gifts and praise. But Hercules didn't stay. He had heard whispers, rumors of new threats stirring, one unlike any he had faced. And his heart, forged in trials and battles, could not resist a challenge. Back in Asgard, chaos erupted. Loki, Thor shouted, storming into the royal chamber. Odin's throne was empty, but the echo of magic lingered in the air. The mischievous god had done the unthinkable, stolen Mjolnir. No one knew how. Even the guards claimed they saw nothing. But Thor knew his brother's ways. Trickery, illusion, a master deception. Using Heimdall's vision, they traced Loki's magical trail. It led to Midgard, the mortal world, specifically to ancient Greece. With clenched fists, Thor summoned the Bifrost. In a flash of rainbow light, he descended. Meanwhile, Hercules found himself in pursuit of a new quarry. A mysterious being had been spotted, wielding lightning, descending from the heavens. Villagers claimed the skies had opened, and a warrior divine light had appeared. Hercules followed the rumors to a quiet olive grove near a sacred temple. There, standing like a statue of storm and fury, was Thor. They locked eyes. No words, just tension. Hercules, uncertain, assumed this was a new threat, a demigod or perhaps a vengeful spirit. Thor, seeing Hercules' immense frame and aura of power, believed the same. Their clash was inevitable. Blow after blow shook the forest. Trees splintered, rocks cracked, Thor's lightning danced, and Hercules' club shattered stone. Neither yielded. For every strike Mjolnir delivered, Hercules countered with raw might. They were equals in strength, though vastly different in style. But then it happened. In a clash that sent both flying, Hercules paused and laughed. "You fight like a god." Thor, wiping blood from his lip, smiled. "And you strike like a son of Zeus." Recognition dawned. They stopped. Between heavy breaths, they realized the truth. They were not enemies. They were the answer to each other's quest. Hercules extended a hand. "I am Hercules of Olympus." Thor grasped it. Thor Odinson of Asgard. The unlikely alliance was born. As they shared stories, pieces of the puzzle came together. Loki had hidden Mjolnir somewhere in Greece, possibly in a temple cloaked with ancient spells. Worse still, strange tremors were being felt across both realms. Something powerful stirred beneath the surface. Thor and Hercules embarked on a journey across Greece, following magical traces and battling creatures Loki had unleashed to slow them down: Harpies, Cyclopes, and fire drakes. Along the way, they learned to respect each other's ways. Thor disciplined and righteous, Hercules passionate and relentless. Their camaraderie grew. One night, around a campfire, Hercules turned to Thor. "You ever miss just being a warrior without the weight of realms on your shoulders?" Thor nodded. "Every day. But duty calls louder than desire." Suddenly, the ground quaked. Flames burst from a nearby hill. A roar tore through the night, shaking the heavens. From the heart of a volcano, something massive rose. A flaming horn, a giant sword, eyes like molten lava. Surtur, not just a threat to Asgard, not just to Greece, but to all of creation. The volcano erupted as Surtur, the fire giant of Muspelheim, emerged from the inferno, towering over mountains. His blade, Twilight, glowed with heat capable of sundering realms. The sky darkened, and the air itself began to boil. Thor and Hercules stood at the base of the mountain, tiny before the Colossus. "Is this the threat Odin warned about?" Hercules asked, gripping his club. Thor nodded grimly. "A destroyer of realms. If he's here, the 9 realms are at risk." The fire giant's voice echoed like a dying star. "I will burn your worlds to ash." Without hesitation, Hercules charged. The battle shook Greece. Villages fled as flames consumed fields. Hercules leapt and struck Surtur's knee with a crushing blow, staggering the giant. Thor flew upward, hurling lightning, distracting the beast. But even together, they were outmatched. Surtur's fire burned everything. His sword swung wide, and with a single blow, he split a mountain. Hercules was thrown miles, his lion-skin cloak singed. Thor slammed into a ruined temple, dazed. Desperation set in. Thor summoned Heimdall through a glowing crystal. "Open the bridge. I need the magic of the Bifrost and Odin's blessing." Meanwhile, Hercules made contact with the Oracle of Delphi, who called upon the gods of Olympus. Then they returned. Thor, glowing with Odinforce, wielded not just Mjolnir, but Gungnir's essence. Hercules, wrapped in divine aura, held the club of Kronos, an ancient relic of unimaginable power. Together, they ascended. The second battle was different. Thor's lightning fused with Hercules' raw energy. They moved as one, dodging Surtur's flames and striking with perfect rhythm. Hercules leapt from a crumbling tower, smashing Surtur's wrist. Thor summoned a storm that engulfed the giant, momentarily blinding him. They unleashed their final attack. Thor channeled the storm into Mjolnir and struck Surtur's chest. At the same time, Hercules delivered a cosmic uppercut with the club of Kronos. The force exploded. Surtur roared, his form collapsing inward, sucked into a portal opened by the combined magic of Olympus and Asgard. And then silence. The skies cleared. The land cooled. They had won. In the aftermath, the gods of Olympus appeared, along with Odin, who had arrived through the Bifrost. "You have done what no single god could," Odin said. "You forged a bond beyond realms." Zeus clapped Hercules' shoulder. "I am proud of you, my son." Thor and Hercules stood amid the ruins, battered but proud. Later, as they watched the sun rise over the Aegean Sea, Hercules handed Thor a goblet of wine. "So what now?" Thor smiled. "We go back, until destiny calls us again." They toasted, brothers not by blood, but by battle. And somewhere, hidden in shadows, Loki watched, smiling, for he knew this was only the beginning.